Okay, I have yet to watch the multiplayer overview video that came out the other day for Halo Infinite, so I'm going to record my reaction to watching it for the first time. So let's get started. Ooh, I'm excited. Whoa, that was cool. New intro for their logo. Oh, that BR looks good. So does the Needler.
Just the feeling of like being in a firefight and hearing the click of the gun, throwing it down, grabbing one off the wall.
My gunner's upside down and he's like laying in. I see kill assist, kill assist, kill assist.
Rocket Hog is back.
Whatever gun allows me to feel the most like John Wick, I am.
Remember how excited I was with like this big combat with vehicles.
I wonder if they got people from the community to test the game like they did for the, I think they did that for 5. Armor looking good.
What is Halo multiplayer? And for me, it boils down
Is that
to
Joseph? Yep.
tight arena-style combat. And
I wonder how
big
involved
team
he is in
battle, this
multiplayer.
Wide-open, vehicle-infused kind of combat. We're taking that awesome legacy or classic Halo.
Thank
combat
God Big Team
experience
Battle is going to
and
come back for this
modernizing
game
it in
because it
ways
was
that'll feel fresh
they had
to all
no
players,
developer
really
made
exciting to
maps in
new
5. It
players.
was only
We're gonna
Forge
give
made.
you great ways to customize your Spartan, really make your super soldier your own, and we're kicking off a journey, an experience that's going to evolve month to month, season to season, year after year.
For me, working through this multiplayer of this game, and the toughest challenge I
think that
is
guy's
really
been there
about
since Halo 4.
How do we respect the legacy of what came before us, but still build something that feels new?
Yeah, you went too
tried
far
to
on
bring
5,
all
dude.
these elements of legacy
They had to
and
pull it
really
back.
inject them into Halo Infinite, not just like in a way where you kind of won't notice it, where you feel like, oh, they really designed this to be a celebration of previous Halo, as well as an iteration of where Halo can go next.
That pistol design has grown on me. I didn't like it at first, but I think it looks pretty good now.
The vision of Arena was all about a tight experience. It was all about being fair. It was all about earning everything on the map, earning everything.
There's still zoom
every
in.
kill you get.
You can still zoom in with like the Needler.
What is the core foundation of what made the great Halo multiplayer arena matches great? Halo, it's really about fair and balanced starts.
I like the
Everybody's
Reach-esque
equal
AR.
footing when they come off the rip. And then once they start running around, it's about scavenging. It's about finding new
Yep,
toys
yep.
and kind of
All this is sounding
developing
great.
your playstyle as you run through the match.
What makes Halo feel like Halo? I feel like the answer to that question is the sandbox. Like the sandbox.
I recognize that dude. I think he was there during 5 as well.
Look at Halo Infinite from a high level.
And is that Quinn?
direction of what it is.
Yep.
There's lots of exciting things there because we really wanted to push.
Wow, he's
what are
lost a
things
ton
that
of
are
weight.
true to Halo,
He looks
but what are
sickly
things that
almost.
Fans haven't seen yet.
I
Equipment
love
is
that.
back, but equipment is kind of has a bigger voice than ever before. We ask
Okay,
questions
so
to
like Halo
ourselves of,
3-esque equipment or
if
Reach?
you could go after a power weapon to get a bunch of kills, would you do that? Or
Not a big fan
would
of
you
the
go
sound
and
of that. They
grapple
should go back
make
to the
sure
Halo
you
3 hammer
swing
sound.
yourself to the other side of a map to back cap a stronghold? We saw it as
What
another
is that? I wanna know what
avenue
that thing
of not
is,
just
the
skill
talking
expression,
AI
but
thing.
Tactics for teams to coordinate around.
The exciting combinatory nature of
Combinatory.
this toy plus this toy and how those interact with objectives is super amazing.
Looking at how the power-ups play, like your classic power-ups like the overshield and the active camouflage. For this title, what we're looking at, what we're excited
That's
for
camo.
is you pick that up and you choose when you activate it. It goes into your inventory. If you haven't used it and someone kills you in multiplayer, you drop that overshield and then they could take it, use it for themselves. That to me is very legacy, but we took the equipment side of it and modified
He looks so
it.
different than when he
When it
was
comes
doing
to
Halo 5.
Vehicles, we went in and decided to invest a lot in the systems. When I take damage in my Warthog, my wheels can get blown off, my hood can get blown off.
That's
There's
cool.
different aspects
Love
of
that.
the vehicle that change how my vehicle handles now. And that's something that's brand new.
The other thing we added to that.
Yeah, that
is
hasn't been a
the steady
thing.
state mechanic. So when you hit this threshold, the vehicle catches fire, and it's very much you've got a certain
Cool,
amount of health
cool.
for a certain amount of time, and you got to choose what you want to do with the last.
I can't get over how good that armor looks.
We've got a cousin to the Warthog, which is the Razorback.
The back has this like multi.
Has it got a hammer back there?
compartment
That's
that you can
cool.
put a lot of stuff into. So if you want to put like detached turrets, power weapons,
Really?
fusion coils, objectives, and
That's
that is what
amazing.
Really making the Razorback kick a lot of butt in MP and campaign.
It doesn't look that different though, to be honest.
Pace for the game.
I hope there's some Halo Wars vehicles in it.
And they define iconic fantasy. For
This looks
players
like
to
Valhalla
enter
or
that
Beaver
match?
Creek.
What do
I
they
can't
want
tell
to
which
do?
one.
What type of experience are they hoping to have? What kind of combat? What kind of dance floor is there available to have that combat?
Oh, that's so cool. Threat sensor I saw. The grappling hook's going to change this a
It's
lot.
all about experiencing the full extent of the sandbox of Halo in just one match, right? Like you see the vehicles, the weapons, the equipment.
We really wanted to take that kind of concept, those feels you had, you know, playing the previous games.
Hit
and
markers
just
still.
Turn the volume up. Vehicles are no longer just spawning at bases.
Oh, is the classic
We have
Wraith design
Pelicans
back? Because,
delivering
man, I
up
didn't like
with
the
a
Halo 5
commander in
Wraith.
your ear telling you that Pelicans are going to be dropping off these vehicles.
There's wasps, but I'm not seeing any hornets or falcons. I want them back.
Weapon pods that fall from the sky to resupply the field.
Okay, that's cool.
That's where it makes it feel like a real battlefield. And
You guys,
it's very exciting.
please put
This is not just
2
more
to 4
players,
player
this is
flying
a
vehicles,
certain
please.
Beautiful slice of sci-fi chaos.
Okay, that looks like a blend of 4 and 5's Wraith design.
The announcer is your big gameplay moments, your game modes, just like the way it was before.
Jeff Steitzer.
Personal AI is really a reflection and information.
What a
of the
legend
player.
that dude is. Oh, okay, that's what that is?
So if a player grabs a flag, your personal AI is going to tell you to, you know, get that thing back to base and give you some like moment.
Okay, that's neat. It's kind of like firefight voice.
What if we can let players choose their own AI and each one of those are different voices so that players can find the one that fits their personality and their mood the best?
They add the sense of like me as a Spartan.
That's cool.
being
Put your own chip in
more
multiplayer.
important. And for us in multiplayer, it is really about becoming
Wow.
a Spartan. Your Spartan. You are you inside of the Halo universe.
The body of customization content that we have on day one ensures
Wow.
that there will be millions of customization combos.
How much is paid? How much is microtransactions?
That includes things like armor coatings, armor emblems.
I heard armor coatings were going to be
armor
you have to
effects,
pay for, but I
down
hope
to the
that's not true.
individual armor pieces. So your shoulder,
Oh, it looks
your
so
gloves,
reach.
Your knee pads, your helmet, your visor.
Love it.
helmet attachments. Then you look at weapons, and we've got a whole slew of customization offerings.
Man, I think this is third time's a charm for 343.
We support customization.
I think they finally nailed it.
Players can do the same thing on HaloWaypoint.com as well as the Halo Waypoint app.
The player also customizes.
I just think they didn't have enough time for 4 and 5.
We want the Spartan to represent the player as much as possible. They can change their body type,
But it looks
their
like they've
voice,
really.
as well as choose prosthetics for the
Oh, that's so cool.
Coatings offer us a unique opportunity.
It feels like they've definitely taken all the criticisms over the years from the community to heart.
In ways you've never been able to before.
Carter helmet.
We're coming at this from a player-first mentality. So what that means is that there's no random loot in this. There's no loot boxes. It's very
That
important to
BR.
us that everyone
Love it.
understands exactly how they unlock customization content, and we have a variety of places where they can do that. First off is the Battle Pass.
The Halo
I
Battle
hope this
Pass
isn't
will
crap.
never be taken away from you.
That's
Unlike
good.
the
They're
Battle
on limited
Pass,
time.
Once you buy it, it's yours and does not expire.
I wish more
After
would do that.
seasons, you can purchase old battle passes as well as the current battle pass and choose which battle pass to put your progression towards.
All of these rewards
That's
are
good.
single source, so you're never going to be confused about where things come from. If you can unlock something in the Battle Pass, we're not going to let any other players circumvent that by purchasing it out of the storefront.
A lot of our
Okay,
stuff
that
is
sounds
unlocked
good.
Through playing the game and only through playing the game. All customization is just cosmetic.
Every season will have its own theme and introduce new components, new looks,
Ugh,
new gameplay for
that
players,
armor.
new opportunities to earn and collect cool rewards.
They don't look like Power Rangers anymore that they looked like in 4 and 5. This is like the new Hayabusa.
Something that players can earn through
Oh,
gameplay
he's got a sword
for
too
free.
on the front.
With us going free to play for the multiplayer part of the game, like that was a big goal because, you know, how do we have a way we can always bring players in, right? And they can, when we have a new update, they'll just dip their toes in if they even just want to see it.
Not only are we free to play, but we're free to play on PC as well as console. And what that means is we're able to get the biggest audience we've ever had. Everybody gets to play with no barriers. And even better, your progression carries from one platform.
I'm so glad
to
he's
the next.
back at
Getting our
343.
game to be on PC and console at the same time is an amazing chance for us to really just kind of excite
What a nerd.
about the game.
Xbox mask.
Like make cross-play interesting and like even in
I
just
guarantee
custom,
that's just
you
for
know,
the
play
cameras.
with your friends. Like some people have PCs and some people have consoles.
Unless this
and,
was filmed like
let
early
them talk
last
to
year.
each other, let them be friends.
Academy.
Why are you here?
The Academy is a place that you can go with an MP.
Whoa,
to
is this like
onboard
a
and
Destiny hub?
It's great for newer players who are still picking up the controls, and also people who want to warm up before they head.
I think it might be.
It's a series of
That's cool.
experiences, both a tutorial to get started for the first time, weapon drills to practice with specific items, and also training mode that you can use to just get warm, explore the game as you want to.
For players
That's
who are
really
new to
cool.
Halo, let's help them learn what this universe is about, some of these characters, what are they about, and help them kind of know the vocabulary that people have been speaking for now almost 20 years, so that when they come in there, they don't feel like they're behind everyone else. They can kind of come in on an even footing.
I mean, I'm super jazzed about bots. I think they're awesome.
Bots?
The goal with bots has been to have a variety of...
Is this going to be like Battlefield where bots will fill the players when there's not other human players playing?
Partnering with our
They didn't really go into detail
on the
that
road
much.
to launch and after launch is absolutely critical, right?
I mean, Halo's always been about the community conversation.
We want to make sure we hear our players, make changes where we can based on that feedback. Make sure
Oh, this is the guy that writes all those
and then
blog
even
posts.
beyond launch.
What I'm genuinely excited about is taking the game out of our hands and putting it into the community's hands. You know, whether it's seeing what people make in Forge,
Beta.
or
When's the beta?
content that they're able to create with theater, watching streamers go after the game.
To get involved, you go to haloinsider.com, put in your info with your gamer tag, and we should be able to reach out to you if we want to invite you to a Halo Infinite flight.
Oh, okay.
We feel like we've got a pretty good selection at launch and what's going to be there for our fans. And this isn't going to be something that is just a static set of...
You better launch with
We have
Forge
some
and
new
not
stuff in
come
the works
months
already,
later.
And just can't wait to really get into that as soon as this game comes out.
New maps, new modes, new ways to customize your
Oh, it looks
squad.
so good.
Launch is just the beginning. Now we're just going to be able to talk, interact more frequently. And that's just going to be great. That is the future of Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Thank you to the community for all their feedback over the years so far, and I'm looking forward to the road to launch, launch itself, and beyond.
Ooh, that camo look on the AR looked nice. That looks kind of like the Halo 1 Needler. Alright, I think that's it. Oh, man, I loved everything I saw there. It looks just classic. Halo is back, man. No shoulder charge, no ground pound. The one movement thing that I would like to remain from 5 is the clamber. I think that one's okay. I like being able to hit a ledge and then clamber, but I know there's probably some fans out there that don't want that. Some of them don't want sprint, but I would be okay if sprint was disabled in classic arena, but they enabled it in the bigger modes and campaign. But man, I'm really hyped now. That looks great. I hope we see more of campaign at some event before launch, because I think we've seen enough multiplayer now to know that this looks like classic Halo is back. Well, I'm super hyped. Thank you for watching that with me, and I'll see you in my next video.